Hi, my name is Joe Cameron. I'm the Community Lead Officer with the El Segundo Police Department. Today we're going to be talking about the homeless population. Over the last few years, the El Segundo Police Department has seen a huge increase in the number of calls for service for transients and the homeless populations in general. A lot of the residents, especially those in El Segundo, are wondering why are we seeing such an increase in the homeless population. The El Segundo Police Department has done a lot of research into this, and we found that there are several main factors, including Proposition 47, which has decreased things such as drug violations down to misdemeanors, and then Assembly Bill 109, which is the prison realignment, which is shifting prisoners from prison back into the jails and ultimately back onto the streets. And we believe we're seeing a large increase because when they get back out on jail, it's tough for someone with a felony conviction or a drug addiction maybe to get a job. Many of the interviews that I've done out in the streets, some of the people don't want help. They like where they're at, they don't have any bills to pay and stuff like that. Another big increase that we're seeing is panhandling. We have a lot of calls for service out at Ralph's right now with people that are begging for money. In the interviews that I've done, the people that beg for money make, say, $100 a day, and that $100 a day can lead to go get anything they need, and why get a job when you can just panhandle for a couple hours. How are we in the El Segundo Police Department assisting? We work together with PATH, which is providing assistance for the homeless. It's an LA County service, as well as the Los Angeles Homeless Service Authority. Basically, they're setting up shelters all over LA County, and we're able to utilize their services by providing them with a phone number, such as 211, or other resources where there may be open shelters. Now, shelters right now are pretty much full. And that is another reason why we're seeing a large increase of homeless populations, because there's just nowhere for them to go. Another resource that we use is St. Margaret's over in San Pedro. They have a great outreach program, and anybody that I come across the street, I give their outreach program number to them because they provide a great service there. Also down in Redondo Beach, St. James offers meals daily, and they're also a great service as well. Another service that is also offered is out of the city of Hawthorne, out of Memorial Park. There's a shelter service that provides bus transportation to and from shelters. So all we need to do is, if the person that we come across in El Segundo, if they do want to go to a shelter and they do need a ride, we're able to bring them to Memorial Park, where they'll be able to pick up a shuttle bus to a shelter that wherever that bus is going on that particular day. In my experience, some of the people that we contact out in the field just don't want the help that we can provide. Whether it's they don't want to go to the shelter because the shelters do have rules, whether it's no alcohol use, no drug use, there might be a curfew, and they don't sometimes want to follow all those rules, and it's easier for them to be on the street where the only person that they're answering to is themselves. So as much help as we can offer them, we can only do so much. And another service that we provide is we can come out, and if we feel the person is a danger to himself or a danger to others, we can place them on what is called a 72-hour mental evaluation. That's where our officers would go out. We would determine whether they are a hazard to themselves or the general public, and we would take them down to Harbor General Hospital, where we would put them on a 72-hour mental evaluation. Now, the problem with the 72-hour mental evaluation is that hospital is also booked. And sometimes we may take them down on a Tuesday when they're supposed to be in for 72 hours, and we might see them back on the street on Wednesday. There's just everywhere is crowded, from shelters to churches to mental institutions, and that is the main problem of why we're seeing a huge increase in the transient problem. Final question I get from residents is, what do I do when I come across a transient? My suggestion would be to call the El Segundo Police Department, and we can come out there and evaluate the situation. Some of these individuals may have mental illnesses or a serious criminal record. In the end, if you do want to talk to the individual and you do believe they need help, please call the El Segundo Police Department and we will evaluate the situation.